First of all, I'm delighted to be here and delighted to see a lot of old friends. I'm also delighted because I'm here today to endorse Kirk Dillard for governor. And I do that with enthusiasm. I've known Kirk for a long time. Kirk served as my chief of staff. He was my right-hand man during those first days of my governorship when things were pretty grim in Springfield, just like they are today. He demonstrated then that he had the ability to deal with those types of problems. And I believe he is the best person to be the governor in the 2010 election and deal with the problems we face today. He's gone on from his time with me to serve with distinction in the state Senate, and I think pick up a lot of valuable experience to complement what he learned as chief of staff, as governor, and before that as Jim Thompson's chief legislative person, as well as a member of the Court of Claims. Kirk is probably as prepared as anyone could be to be governor. Now, I'll have to tell you, no one is ever prepared to be governor, but it sure helps to have someone who has a head start, and Kirk Dillard definitely has a head start over everyone else in this field, being ready to assume the important responsibility of governor of the state of Illinois. Kirk has demonstrated his time in the legislature as someone who is very thoughtful, very articulate, and is sometimes independent. And I know that gets him in a little trouble once in a while with leadership. And probably if I was still governor, there'd probably be times we might not always agree. But there's nothing wrong with that. What is important is the character. And Kirk Dillard has the character that we need in the governor's office. Let me say one last thing. As we look forward to the future, this state is in probably as tough a shape it's ever been in. We're in a financial hole and we're in an ethical mess. And it's going to take leadership to get us out of this. And I believe Kirk Dillard can provide that leadership. But the thing I want to stress also, it's not going to be one party that's going to take us out of this dilemma. If the last 8 years have taught us anything, one-party rule does not work in Illinois. We need both parties working together. And that means a governor who knows how to reach across the aisle and to get Democrats as well as Republicans. Because to solve the tough problems this state faces, it's going to take a bipartisan effort. No one party is going to want to have to do all the unpleasant things that needs to be done. Again, I think we've seen that the last several years with the Democratic rule in Springfield. It's going to take someone who knows how to work with all types of people and someone who is willing to meet people halfway, not to compromise principle, but to get things done and move the state forward. And I can't think of anyone better prepared to do that than Kirk Dillard. And that's why I'm so enthusiastic about his campaign. That's why I think once the people of Illinois know Kirk even better, they're going to be enthusiastic and we can get this state back on track. Thank you very much.
And so, Governor Edgar, thank you very much. This means a lot to me and Stephanie, and I very much appreciate you taking time to travel with me today and your endorsement. Now, I've been known around the state to mention the fact that I was Governor Edgar's first chief of staff. And actually, I mention it frequently out on the campaign trail, and there's a reason for that. And I'm proud to have served with and for the last great and dignified governor of the state of Illinois. I'm proud of the way that he conducted his administration. And even though Jim Edgar's been out of office for 10 years, he is still by far the most single respected political figure in the land of Lincoln. I'm proud of his leadership, and I've learned from him. And I'm proud of the results that we had in the Edgar administration. Governor Edgar and I worked together when times were tough. We inherited a mountain of debt back then, and we left $1.5 billion in the bank when the Edgar administration was finished. Jim Edgar taught me how to prioritize spending, how to grapple with tough issues, how to reach across the aisle, as he mentioned, and most importantly, Jim Edgar taught me how to say no. He understands what it takes to serve as governor, and that's why I'm thrilled to have his full support and faith and confidence. And Governor Edgar, I can assure you that I will not let you or the people of the state of Illinois down.
You better not.
I won't. As governor, I'm going to continue to rely on Jim Edgar's advice and counsel. The stakes are enormous. We must do better than be 48th in the nation in job creation. We must attract new businesses to Illinois. My plan to make Illinois a destination economy will be the most ambitious, aggressive job creation program that this state has ever seen. And we'll do that by making sure we have a good, strong business climate. I'll make education a top priority. My best-in-class education plan will begin to produce the highly skilled workers we're going to need in the 21st century. And I will follow Governor Edgar's example by leading on ethics reform. I'll put an end to pay-to-play politics and the end of what I call the era of embarrassment in Illinois. I'm going to shut down my campaign fund when I take the oath of office. The state is in crisis, and I'll spend all of my time governing, not fundraising. And I know that it's possible for this state to live within its means. I know that it's possible to bring strong, principled leadership back to Illinois, and I know that it's possible to serve as a governor with dignity and respect because I've seen it before. So I say thank you, Governor Edgar. Your support is invaluable. It shows the voters that our plan and our purpose and our priorities for Illinois are on the right track.